I need to replace the end on these cables. If you ever bought one of these cables, they charge a ridiculous amount for them, and you can do it yourself pretty easily. The hook on these broke off, and so to do this job, the only special tool you need is this thing. I bought this at Home Depot ages ago, and it's still working fine. You need a couple of the end clips, or however many you're going to replace. I recommend these things. They protect the clip and help keep it from snagging on things getting broken, and they're very cheap. A cutter to cut the casing off of the wiring. Scissors are old scissors, very important. I'll show you why. And then I use a marker. Ruler is optional to measure things out. But again, what we're going to do is we're going to replace this piece on here. So, okay, let's get started, get things out of the way. First thing I'm going to do is just snip the old end off. And then I'm going to go about 1.5 inches, mark it. Then I'm going to cut the casing. The safest way to cut this casing is to cut it longitudinally first. If you go around it like this, you may cut in too deep. So, and if you can kind of get between the wire, you can sometimes feel where the wire is. You don't want to go too deep. See if I can get it first time. There we go. Yeah, it looks okay. Peel it back to here, and then it's easy just to use the scissors to snip that piece off. Make it a little bit cleaner. Helps to have a nice square end on it. Okay, so you'll notice that there are pairs of wires in here, and what we're going to do is those colors are very important, and here's the diagram for inserting the wires. So the clip, as you can see, this clip, the hook thing right here on the back, is away from us, and what we'll do is we'll insert the wires into here in this order, and you have to do it all at once. That's the trick. So what we're going to do is we're going to prepare this. We'll shove all the wires in here, and then we'll use this tool to crimp these pieces down. So it will smash these contacts in, and it will also push this plastic piece in to help hold it. Okay, so next step, prepare the wires. So you have to untwist them. Get them all out straight. Okay. Make sure you can see that against this background. Background may be a bit busy, but okay. So the first one is orange and white. We find orange and white, and you just grab it, move it around, make it the first position. Straighten it out. That helps get the curls out of it. Next is orange, solid orange. So we'll put that next. Next is green and white, or I should say green on white. Then solid blue. Then blue on white. Then green, then brown on white, and solid brown. So again, very important to keep these in order. I'll keep pulling these out to make sure that they are straight, because otherwise they become disorderly and they've gotten out of sequence, but at least I'm getting a little bit there. Okay, so again, go back, check, orange and white, orange, green and white got away from me, green, blue, white, blue on white, got it snuck away, there it is, blue on white, green, brown on white, and brown. Okay, again, got to hold these in sequence. Now, what we're going to do is, this is inserted in here like this, and you want about that much of the wire coming out. So, let's take a close-up look at this plug. You can see right through here, we're going to be working a lot with this channel. See this square part right in here? This is where the wire is going to come in there with the jacket on it. Then the bare ends we just cut off are going to squeeze through this little channel right there. And what's going to happen is you'll be able to see them come right out at these little square boxes down there. Each wire is going to have its own little square box, and then the tool is going to smash these little contacts down and poke into each one of those wires. And that's what we're doing, is we're setting up to make all that happen. See this piece right there? That is where this piece will stop, and this will go in. You don't want these too long, so you kind of measure it out. You say, okay, it's right about here. Holding them in the correct order, you snip them straight across. Straight across, very important. Like that. So what I've done is I've cut the wires 12 millimeters from the end of the jacket to here. And also, if you have any of these, some will have a string or a plastic wire inside there that's not doing anything, cut that off. But 12 millimeters from here to here. So here I have them organized, and it's important to have them straight. So again, last final check: orange on white, orange; green on white, green; blue, blue on white, solid green; brown on white, and solid brown. And the hook is away from us, and what we're going to do is we're going to push this on here and give it a firm pressing and make sure everything's lined up. Here you can see that each wire is in its own little channel, and the jacket is right to the end of that square area. Each of the individual wires goes all the way out to the end. And here you can see each of the wires is all the way out to the end. My jacket is a little bit short. Sometimes you can stretch the jacket back out. Take the tool, insert the plug in the correct direction all the way in. Give it a hard squeeze. And there it is. So there's plug number one. This is the way it should look. You notice that the wire comes all the way out to the end. When this piece gets pushed in, you can just barely see this coming through here, making contact with the brown wire in this case. And that's what we need. That's exactly what we need. And then the last thing we keep talking about is this hook. And this is the hook, or the lock or connection clip that's on the back. Now, common mistake is I should have put this on first, but I've got another end to do, so I will cut off this end, and now I will put them on to ensure that I don't make that mistake again. Okay, this one will go that way, this one will go this way, and we'll start the process again. About 1.5 inches. Mark. And cut down this way. Again, we'll untwist. I'm going to be more aggressive about straightening out these wires. Get all kinks and twists out. Okay, and start the pattern over. First, this side is exactly the same as the other end will be, or the other end was. Orange on white, then orange, then green on white, then blue, then blue on white, then green, then brown on white, and brown. And again, I'm going to be more aggressive about getting this flat. Okay, checking the sequence one more time. Orange on white, orange. Green on white, blue. Blue on white, green. Brown on white, and brown. Okay, so quick measure here. And snip off right about there. Straight across. Find my plug, remembering that I've already put the protector on here. Clip away, insert my wires. I will do one final check. Orange on white, orange, green on white, blue, blue on white, green, brown on white, brown. Clip away, insert. Check to make sure my ends are all the way up. They are not. Okay, they are now. Give it a press. Check. And done. If you have problems with the plug, I mean, you'll have to redo it, but one thing to check is every once in a while I'll get like a little piece of plastic flashing stuck in here, so you can clean that out, and that's one thing to check. But if the plug doesn't work, you pretty much cut it off and do it again. But checking for cleanliness, check to make sure that all the pins are down. Sometimes one of them gets stuck up, it doesn't go down, the machine doesn't squeeze it in place. But yeah, there's the other one, and then put the protector in place. You can save yourself insane money by making your own cables. You can buy the wire very cheaply. You can buy the ends for almost nothing, and the protectors and the tool, one-time investment on the tool, and that's pretty much it. Okay, hope you enjoyed it.